This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Set. Blue landed.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They go play action here on 1st down. And his first look is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Shifts by him. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joe Schobert in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Good move by Duke. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner and create a space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. Love those misdirectional counter plays, and this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Got his man over the middle. This is quick. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ben Gideon coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
A give. This is Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And the first play will be a field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And that one results in 35 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Allen now on first down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. His tight end Clay, the intended receiver. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
2nd down, Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 22.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Here's Mack. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
First down, Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Room past the 20. And cuts out right sideline. A big play here for the Bills. Give him 55 yards on the ground. Well, they were backed up deep in their own territory. Not anymore.
This works really well when you play a defense that's an attack type of defense that comes after you, wants the football. Sometimes you use their aggressiveness against them.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Cleveland after this. On second down, here's Allen. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Allen. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Charles Clay from 21 yards away. And the Bills are in for 6. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Mayfield off the play fake. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Samson Ebukam not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before half for Allen. And this will be incomplete. So, all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards on the play. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here we go now.
Now a carry from Mack. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Mayfield now on second down. Underneath for Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hurry up, here we go.
To throw, Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are back within a score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Watch it now, Barney.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And it's 3rd and short. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he's got this down to the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. To the air, Allen fighting through pressure. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundering on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Dancing to his left. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mayfield on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Now let's go.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the gun, it's Allen. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a solid run down inside the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. And he'll go on the ground. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through him. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Buffalo, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the